Tonight, on location in St. John, New Brunswick, ladies and gentlemen, Royal Canadian Air Farce.
Oh, you're a nice audience. You can stay. We are thrilled to be here in St. John, New Brunswick. Yeah.
And New Brunswick has given us so many excellent products like the fiddlehead, Canada's only musical vegetable.
You know what I've noticed? New Brunswickers are all very proud of one thing. They don't have to live in Ontario.
In Ontario. Isn't that nice? They make us feel like we're home. Back in Toronto, there is just like being home.
Well, we have a great show tonight. It's our 1-hour season premiere.
And if the lights ever come on again, we'll share it with you.
Oh, looks like they got another hamster for the treadmill.
It's great to be here in New Brunswick, a province rich in tradition.
Yeah, you have to be rich just to afford the auto insurance.
Tonight, it's a new season of fun with special guests, including a Canadian Idol, Air Farce on location from the Imperial Theatre in St. John, New Brunswick.
News from away with your hosts, Jimmy and Seamus O'Toole. Brought to you by this season's new blockbuster television show, The West Nile Wing. Drama that really sucks.
How's she going, my trout?
We're in St. John, New Brunswick for our special News from Away look back at the summer of 2003.
It was right some summer, boy. There was burning fire, power failure, mad cows.
And that was just in Kobe Bryant's pants.
Another hot topic was same-sex marriage. After the Prime Minister came out in support of it, the Bishop of Calgary said Mr. Chrétien will spend eternity in hell. In response, Chrétien said when he retires, he has no plans to live in Calgary. St. John MP Elsie Wayne had some pointed questions on the subject in the House of Commons.
Why do they have to be out here in the public, always debating that they want to call it marriage? Why are they in parades? Why are they dressed up as women on floats? If they're going to live together, go live together and shut up about it. There isn't any need for this nonsense whatsoever.
The outspoken Elsie went on to demonstrate the traditional heterosexual relationship.
Ontario went to the polls last week. The Conservatives spent millions on the election, and that was just for Ernie Eves' hair gel.
The voters of Ontario clearly showed their preference for Premier when they elected Dalton McGuinty, better known as Norman Bates. He beat the Conservative incumbent, Dracula.
On September 29th, Prince Edward Island also had an election.
In other news this summer, Peter Mansbridge grew a beard, but producers of The National forced him to cut it when he got carried away.
In Saskatchewan, paleontologists made the largest discovery of Tyrannosaurus rex droppings in history.
What a load of crap. As we reported earlier this summer, NBA superstar Kobe Bryant was charged after an encounter with a young woman at a Colorado spa. Here is Seamus with his commentary.
You stupid millionaire horn dog.
Good commentary, Seamus.
Thank you, Jimmy.
And finally, our entertainment wrap-up. Liza and David broke up. Britney and Madonna made out. Ben and J-Lo don't care.
And that's the news from away.
That it is, my trout.
Coming this season to the St. John Imperial Theatre, an extraordinary blend of politics and fancy footwork, starring New Brunswick Premier Bernard Lord. It's Bernard Lord of the Dance. Get your tickets now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Canada's favorite children's entertainer, Taffy!
Hi. Thanks, Lottie. Hi, I'm Taffy. Oh, I'm so excited to be here in St. John that I forgot my medication. I hope you like warm, friendly songs. They tell the stories of my life. When I was growing up, the most special person in my life was my grandmother. This song is about her. Oh, Grandma's dead, and that's so sad. Now she's gone, that's not all bad. No more clothes that smell kind of funny. And best of all, in her will, she left me all her money. Ouch. I pinched my nipples. Hey, that would be a good title for my new CD. I Pinched My Nipples. Available soon with my other bestsellers, My Sister's an Orphan, Taffy After the Voice Lessons, and my smash duet recording, Notorious B.I.G. and Snoop Taffy. And this all-time Led Zeppelin favorite. And I'm climbing the stairway to Fredericton. Thank you. Thank you. Here is my provocative composition about the effect of greenhouse gases on our beautiful and fragile planet. Global warming makes me sweat. Ouch. Well, good night, St. John. You've been a fabulous audience.
New Brunswick's premiere on Air Farce's premiere. Next.
Hi, I'm Stan.
Hi, Stan.
Do you like to travel?
Sure do, Stan.
Do you like visiting places where the sea touches the shore, where majestic forests shape the landscape, and where hot, hairy, lonely men spend far too much time in lighthouses?
You're scaring us, Stan.
Then you need to sign up for Stan's New Brunswick Tours. New Brunswick is a sightseeing paradise, but to see it with all those other tour companies would cost hundreds of dollars. The cost of Stan's tours? $6.98. I know you're saying, Stan, why so much? Well, it's simple. To cover the cost of this t-shirt. No New Brunswick tour would be complete without kayaking into the Bay of Fundy to experience the changing tides. But who wants to waste all those hours watching water go up and down? With Stan's tour, it takes 2 minutes, thanks to Stan's super absorbent adult diaper kayaks. Does whale watching tickle your blowhole? But do you hate the idea of feeling sick while staring at the empty sea? At Stan's, you'll get that same experience, and I guarantee you'll see a whale every time. How? I give you a can of Moosehead and a copy of Moby Dick. Traveling New Brunswick highways can be very invigorating until you hit a moose. But don't worry if that should happen. You keep the antlers as a hood ornament, and I'll try to sell the rotting carcass to my friend's meatpacking company in Aylmer, Ontario. My tours offer world-class accommodations. Why spend all that money on a fancy resort in St. Andrews by the Sea when you can stay at Stan's by the Sea? New Brunswick is famous for two types of slippery characters, trout and the McCains. At Stan's, I've included both in my discount fishing package. I'll drop you off outside the McCain plant in Florenceville, give you a pair of hip waders, and if you're lucky, you can catch the McCain curly trout. Stan's New Brunswick tours, they're cheap and dirty, just like Moncton.
There is another one the Auditor General will not get. Creeper, jeeper, I do not believe next February I will be retarded. Maybe I better get a second Shreddies. Well, Martin, what does you do here? Getting tired of hiding under your rock?
Oh, Prime Minister, I'm going to miss your wit.
If you are here to gloat, forget it. I still have 4 months to go.
3 months, 4 weeks, 2 days, 8 hours, and 15 minutes to be exact. But who is counting?
What do's you want, Pauls?
Well, I want to bury the hatchet. Forget about our past disagreements.
Hey, put down my stapler.
Technically, it's my stapler in waiting.
I am still the Prime Minister. It is still my stapler. Give it to me. Give me, give it to me. Give it now. Pass it up, or pass it up. What is wrong with you? Good Lord.
Did someone call me?
And who are you?
I'm Bernard Lord. Premier of New Brunswick.
Oh, sure you are, kid. And I'm M&M. Actually, I would be PM&M.
It's an honor, Premier Lord. Congratulations on winning the provincial election.
Thank you.
What was the key to your victory?
Well, we ran an open and honest campaign. You should try that sometime.
Well, why bother me? I am gone in a few months.
What brings you to Ottawa?
Well, I have a gift for the Prime Minister.
Oh, give me.
Thank you.
It is for me. I am still the Prime Minister. Give me.
Prime Minister Chrétien, it's a gift for you from the people of New Brunswick to say thank you for your generous contributions to healthcare.
Oh, well, thanks you very... When does I did that?
Would tomorrow be too soon?
Well, thanks you very much. I will always cherish this plaque. I will put it in a very special place. You know, Bernard Lord, I would like to do something special for the peoples of New Brunswick.
Do you want to retire today?
That's a good one.
I was thinking more in terms of providing a fleet of ambulances with lots of space for equipment, one seat for the driver. The majority of New Brunswickers will love it.
Prime Minister, could you refrain from using one seat and majority in the same sentence?
You know, Blowhard, we have a lot in common, you and me. We are both concerned politicians that are flatulently bisexual.
I believe you mean fluently bilingual.
That also, yeah. Well, I guess you better run along. You want to get back to your Brunswick before it gets old again.
Well, Prime Minister.
Yes?
On behalf of the people of New Brunswick, I would like to say thank you for your recent visits to our province.
But I have not been to New Brunswick recently.
Neither have I.
Exactly.
The following is a public service announcement from the National Research Council.
Hello. I'm not a real medical doctor, but I carry this stethoscope to confuse people with my impish sense of humor. But that's not why I'm here today. At the National Research Council, we have been hard at work for Canadians. Right now, we are studying the effects of medical marijuana. Some of our researchers are so into it, they take their work home with them. Does anyone have any chips? But that's not why I'm here today. Why am I here? Well, why am I here? I'm here to talk about the August 14th blackout that affected Ontario and 8 U.S. states, putting over 50 million people in the dark. The federal government promises that another catastrophic power failure of this magnitude will never, ever, ever happen again. Never. And when it does, it's important to be prepared. Make sure you have plenty of bottled water. And candles. Now, candles can be purchased at the Old City Market in St. John. Local MP Elsie Wayne refuses to go to the market because it's full of fruits.
Air Farce takes on Canadian Idol next. It's the show where wannabe singers hope to get off employment insurance and go from being an idle Canadian to a Canadian Idol. This is Canadian Idol, the East Coast edition, with your host, Ben Mulrooney.
Good evening. I'm Ben Mulrooney. And gosh, aren't I hip and good looking? Oh yeah. We're in St. John to showcase some of Canada's top talent, the ones that haven't moved to Toronto to work at the Tim Hortons drive-thru. This is our spectacular season finale. The whole year has led us to this special night. Okay, now I'm going to speak French because I can. C'est tellement merveilleux d'être ici. J'adore faire la visite au bel et friendly East Coast. It's pretty good, eh? Yeah. Okay, let's introduce our celebrity judge panel of marginally talented people who couldn't really make it in the music business. Outspoken critic Gilbert Smythe, bite me. Welcome, Gilbert.
The pleasure is all yours, Ben. All yours.
Our token woman, MP Elsie Wayne, the pride of St. John.
And you sure as hell don't mean gay pride.
Mr. Clifford Busby, an accountant from Rishabakto, New Brunswick. It's really good to see you, Clifford.
The American infidel dogs of the West must die.
And rounding out the judges, Canadian comedy legend, Jerry, the bitter clown. Okay, we're down to our final two contestants. One person will go home Canadian Idol, and the other will carry my bags to the cab. Okay, first up is our contestant from Prince Edward Island. Stand by, Canada, to have your socks knocked off by the rockin' song of Ms. Phoebe Gobble.
Oh, give me a home where the lobsters do roam, where the scallops and mackerel play. There's herring and trout and groupers that pout. If I could breathe underwater, I'd stay. Seafood on the rain, boiling and frying all day. Serve it up now, 'cause it's better than cow, and it's chock full of cholesterol. Thank you, judges. I'll sleep with you.
Okay, panel, Gilbert.
Original arrangement, strong presence, major audience acceptance. I hate it.
Elsie Wayne.
I couldn't sing worth a damn. But she's not gay, so I like her.
Your comments, Jerry the Bitter Clown. It's a good point. Clifford.
The American infidel dogs of the West will die 1,000 deaths.
I'm sensing a theme. Okay, Phoebe, that was a totally awesome, cool, out of sight, right out of left field, on the edge, rad kind of song.
You sure are cute, Ben.
I know.
I do consider myself the foremost singer of seafood songs. I got my start in prison. One time, this 300-pound guard with a really big stick.
Sure, yeah, so, what do you think? Do I look like Tom Cruise, my new haircut?
I'm hoping to really win that truckload of crab's legs.
Yeah, wow, fascinating. Okay, so let's meet our final contestant. But first, it's time for me to flash my trademark Ben Mulrooney smarmy look. Okay, but the train doesn't stop yet.
Oh, like that's original.
You wouldn't say that if my dad was here. Okay. Okay, it's time for our final contestant. He's from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and although he finished #2 in that other show, he's #1 in our hearts. So give it up for Mr. Gary Beals.
Standing before me, yeah, with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you have found you another. You just don't love me no more.
Okay, that was great, Gary. That was really good. So, Gary Beals. Wow. So, Gary Beals, are you related to Jennifer Beals?
No, and then I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you go ahead, man. Wow, you're right. No, that was great. I love the ending there. That was awesome. Okay, so let's go to the judges. Elsie.
What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Gilbert.
Well, Gary, I'm not crazy about your choice of song, but it's certainly a lot better than the Women's Television Network. Now calling themselves W, as in why is this touchy-feely waste of time still on the air?
Jerry the Bitter Clown. Never mind. Clifford Busby.
Gary, you have great stage presence. You really felt the words. Good work, dude. Oh, and death to Western infidels.
Okay, well, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Who will be our next Canadian Idol? Boy, the tension is so thick you can cut it with nail clippers. Okay, the viewers have voted, and we have the results. And according to you, our viewers, the choice for Canadian Idol is me, Ben Mulrooney. Good night, everybody.
Our season premiere 1 hour special continues after this.
This is Great Cities of the World. Today, St. John, New Brunswick, the only city named after a Baptist without a head. Hello, I'm Valerie Pringle. London has Big Ben, Paris has the Eiffel Tower, St. John has Papa Baldi's Pizza. To celebrate the year 2000, the mayor of St. John championed a special Millennium Project, so drunks would know what city they were in. St. John boasts a world-famous port, harboring luxury cruise ships and the St. John Tourboat Company. The Irving family has given much to this city. Thank goodness their name wasn't Schnockelsschnauzer. St. John also boasts many cultural landmarks, like the Blockhouse at Fort Howe, Cougar's Lounge, and the Cannabis Cafe. Which poses the question, why is that place located across the street from this place? The most controversial figure in town is Loyalist Man. Local residents want to replace him with a more appropriate image to better represent the city. So far, the leading candidate is local son, Stompin' Tom Connors. St. John has many aging, creaky landmarks. The best known are the old No. 2 Engine House Museum, the King Square Bandshell, and Elsie Wayne. Elsie Wayne? What? Oh, no. Gee, Elsie, nice to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, I live here, darling. What are you doing here?
Well, I hope you weren't offended by my aging, creaky landmark reference.
Oh, darling, not at all. Besides, it's true. Many people in St. John think of me as a landmark, don't you? Yes, indeed. There you go.
Missed out a few adjectives there. Well, since you're such an expert on this city, Elsie, how'd you like to help us out?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay, here you go.
St. John is a city of many familiar sounds, including this one.
Which is either a cruise ship announcing its departure,
or if you're from Fredericton, the world-famous Walter the Farting Dog.
Elsie Wayne said that, not me. For Great Cities of the World, I'm Valerie Pringle.
And I'm the aging, creaky landmark, Elsie Wayne.
CTV News with Little Miss Perfect, Sandy Ronaldo.
Good evening. I have cramps. This summer, Alberta's cattle industry was paralyzed after the discovery of just one case of mad cow disease. Joining me from a ranch in that province is a spokesperson for the beef industry.
How's it going, Sandy?
Cow.
Call me Daphne.
Oh, Daphne, I understand right now Alberta has no mad cows.
No, but there are a lot of pissed off cows.
This story must have weighed heavily on Albertans.
Yeah, this and the story about Ralph Klein going skinny dipping at his cottage. Sandy, no one is going to get Mad cow disease from eating Alberta beef. Hardening of the arteries, maybe. Sandy?
Huh?
Sandy?
Oh, sorry, I can't get the picture of Ralph Klein skinny dipping out of my mind. What have you heard about the Alberta's $15 billion plan for cattle testing?
The oral's okay, but the written is a bitch.
Now, Daphne, has the disease affected anyone you know?
Yep, got my friend Larry. One day Larry was fine, the next, talking like SpongeBob SquarePants. Poor Larry.
But Larry, aren't cows female?
Oh, Larry may have been a cow, but in her heart she was a bull.
Well, what happened to her?
She moved to Ontario so she could have a same-sex cow marriage.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, you're the one talking to a cow.
Is there anything worse right now than being a cow in Alberta?
Yep. Being a moose in September in New Brunswick. Well, I gotta go, Sandy.
Going to pasture?
No, I'm going skinny dipping with Ralph Klein. It's my turn to put the sunscreen on him.
I'm Sandy Ronaldo. Good night.
We're watching the Aboriginal People's Television Network, the First Nations version of the Golf Channel. Time now for Traditional Native Stories with Billy Two Willies.
Hi, how's it going, eh? Tonight's campfire story is about the ancestral fathers of New Brunswick, the Micmac, the Maliseet, the McCains. My story begins many, many moons ago, in a time so old, nobody had Nintendo. 2,000 years ago, a sizable Micmac population spent the warm months of summer in the villages of the Miramichi Estuary. Estuary is Micmac for honking big river mouth. Of course, when the cold breath of winter came, the Micmac headed south to spend the season in Florida with their tribal friends, the Winnebagos. Others headed to a mosquito-infested swamp, and they called it Bathurst. The lifestyle of the Miramichi tribes remained basically the same for hundreds of years. The waters were teeming with sturgeon and salmon. It was take-out sushi 7 days a week. Fish became a currency, used in local and regional trading. Of course, after a long weekend, your wallet smelled kind of funny. Today, New Brunswick First Nations are thriving. We already had the right to fish and to hunt. Now, the Supreme Court has given natives the right to log Crown land. Oh, the provincial government is totally against this latest ruling, and those big pulp and paper conglomerates are peeved big time. Even the environmentalists are up in arms. What do I say to that? It's good to be native, eh?
The Chicken Cannon Live in New Brunswick after this break.
From the Chicken Cannon Mobile News Center in St. John, New Brunswick, this is Chicken Cannon News.
Greetings, civilians. I'm Colonel Stacy. Some of my close friends call me Teresa. I'm here for a very special purpose, to salute the Chicken Cannon target of the summer of 2003. Our highly educated and knowledgeable St. John audience will determine our target by your applause. Our nominees for their collaboration on a major work of fiction, Iraqi Weapons of Mass Destruction, George Bush and Tony Blair. Or as I like to call them, the killer bees. For refusing to let go of power 1 second early, Jean Chrétien. Or for their lack of leadership over high auto insurance rates, the New Brunswick government. The people of St. John have made their feelings clear enough for me. Our choice target is going to be the New Brunswick government. To assist us in the firing of the target is St. John Mayor Shirley McAlary. Our ammunition, first of all, engine oil.
Oh my gosh. Give him a quick shot of that.
Some liquid grab-all, because the...
Oh, well, that's a good stuff for the government. Let's give them a good shot of that.
Is this their first term? It's a month-old tuna, because it really stinks.
Oh. Oh, really it does. My heavens. Well, we'll throw that in. Let's see. There.
Good. Lots of slimy seaweed.
Oh, good stuff right from St. John Harbor. There.
To sweeten things up a bit, a dozen rich and creamy ganong chocolates, the New Brunswick tradition. I hope your aim is a little better with the cannon.
I'll do my best. What else do we have here?
Oh, you're sure you're the mayor? When ready. When ready. Fire! Hey, look, they're covered. The chicken cannon defending Canadian interests from coast to coast to coast.
More fun from St. John when Air Farce continues.
Well done.
Attractions of New Brunswick, number 42.
This is magnetic hell. Cars go up, cars go down. They go up, they go down. Up, down. That's about it. They go up, they go down. It's non-stop excitement.
And now, a St. John moment. Bobbing for lobsters.
There's a lot about New Brunswick that we haven't figured out yet, so we went to a little bar on the north shore of the province called the Wooden Squirrel, and that's where we met this guy, Lucien.
And he translated the tourist brochures for us. Here's Lucien.
Top attraction numéro 1, les Hopewell Rock. Tu vu là, ici down Fundy là, that's where they got the rock. Water make hole in that. People from Ontario pay big buck for that. No, okay. Okay. This is where the highest tides in the world have gouged 4-story sculpture from the cliff. Come better understand the culture and history of Albert County. What do you really want to say there, young fella? Come on, get your rocks off in New Brunswick. Discover the unique Albert County culture. 101 use of old Javex bottle on the side of the road. This is the place where gun control means keeping the safety on until after you turn on the spotlight. The award-winning King's Landing Hysterical Settlement recreate life in rural New Brunswick in the 1800s. Ooh? Come on, see New Brunswick in its glory year. A time when people smoke inside and went to the bathroom outside. Okay. The story of Acadia come alive in this self-sufficient village. Acadian culture is brought to life through song, dance, and irresistible Acadian cuisine. What they really mean there, young fella? Come on up and have a fried clam as you visit the land of purple home with no front steps. Okay, next one, way down south, Roosevelt Campobello International Park. Okay, watch that. Established in 1964 as a memorial to us, excuse-moi, as a memorial to U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. This park truly symbolized the close relationship between Canada and United States. Yeah? Turn around and tell that to the St. Stephen custom officer. Hey, he give you the full body cavity search, Pearly Beach, with some of the warmest salt water north of north of Virginia. Pearly Beach is one of New Brunswick's must-swim beaches. Pearly Beach. Not too many virgins down there, but lots of Quebecois with big belly and Speedo. No problem, warm yourself up there because the water is so friggin' full of pee, watch out. Reversing Falls, okay. Boy, the water go backward, people from out west wet their pants. Anyway. Another New Brunswick attraction that almost defies logic. This eternal contest of strength is simply amazing to witness. Ooh? Come on, stick your head over the bridge and see what happened when a politician flushed twice in Fredericton. Anyway, young fella, it's like the fella down there, St. John told me that time, he told me that's pas mal good, He said, St. John might be the arsehole of the world, but Fredericton is 50 miles upper.
Thanks for starting the new season with us. So we're back with you now every Friday night. Thanks for watching. St. John, thanks for the laugh.